Hello, I am Congresswoman Valerie Foushee, the federal representative for North Carolina's 4th Congressional District, which includes all of Alamance, Durham, Granville, Orange, and Person counties, as well as parts of Caswell County. The State of the Union address offers us an opportunity to reflect on pressing issues that impact Americans each day, while looking towards the future with hope and optimism as we lay the groundwork for the path ahead. This year, I wanted to highlight an urgent issue that continues to affect all corners of our communities: gun violence. In 2023, there were 657 mass shootings in our country, and daily gun violence took the lives of over 43,000 Americans. This year, gun violence has already claimed the lives of nearly 5,000 people, and it continues to be the leading cause of death for children and teens in the United States. Gun violence is a multifaceted public health issue. And when we talk about the epidemic of gun violence and prevention measures, we are not only talking about firearm access, but we're also talking about the need for increased access to mental health services, youth mentoring programs, legislative actions on both the federal and state level, and much more. This is a topic that is painful and near to my heart, as I know it is for so many people around the country. That's why I am honored to host my constituent, Laverne Lucier, and her husband, Demario Lucier, for this year's State of the Union address. The Luciers have been critical community advocates for gun violence prevention, and I would like to invite them to share their story.
Hi, I'm Laverne Lucier.
And I'm Demario Lucier.
In 2020, our son, Sincere Burrell, was a victim of gun violence and was killed in Durham just 1 month after his 18th birthday. He was a beautiful soul, gone far too soon. I will never forget that day. It was August the 10th, which was my mom's 80th birthday. That morning, he and I played like we always do. And I was like, I'm getting ready to go to Roxborough. It's your grandma's birthday. And he was like, okay, tell grandmother. I said, happy birthday. I said, I will. So I traveled to Roxborough, which is 30 minutes. Me and my mom, I fixed up everything for her to celebrate her. And then he had sent me a text message around 3:30 and asked me to cash app him $9 and he would put $10 under my pillow. And I said, well, what's your Cash App name? And he gave it to me, and I went ahead and did it. And once that happened, it wasn't long before my daughter made a call to me and said, Mom, I hear gunshots and they sound close. And I said, well, call 911. She called 911 and told me that it was Sincere. So immediately I got on the phone, called my husband. I told him to come on because he had been shot. And once I got there, I just went straight home because it was right by our home. And when I got there, the officer asked me if anyone wanted to hurt my son, and I couldn't think of anyone that would want to hurt him. And then someone from the National Guard came to let us know that, there was nothing that they could do. And that was like the worst thing that I thought could have ever happened to me.
And as a father, I took that one. It was like a blow to the gut. I always told them, be aware of your surroundings, where they go, who to hang with, the company that they keep. Unfortunately, we can't always be there 24 hours a day for them. But and I stand in the gap as a father for those fathers that's not there that need to be there. Gun violence is real. I'm a survivor of gun violence myself. I was shot twice, and unfortunately, I didn't lose my life, but my son succumbed to his injuries, and he lost his. And like I said, as a couple, we stand in the gap for those families that has lost loved ones and that will continue to lose loved ones unless the laws with the gun violence will change. So hopefully, with your help, we can achieve that.
And also, life matters, and we cannot continue to let gun violence take away our loved ones. We need sensible legislation and protections against gun violence to save lives, keep families together, and protect our communities. We're so grateful for you, Congresswoman Foushee, and the work you're doing in Congress to keep this issue at the forefront and to demand federal action on gun violence. And we're also partnering with different gun violence advocacy, such as Moms Demand Action, such as Bull City United, the Violent Interrupters, and also the Coalition for Nonviolent Durham, just to try to make this better. And we thank you so much for the opportunity to honor our son today and to share his story and legacy.
Thank you to you both. It is an honor to host you, and I am looking forward to having two pivotal members of our community here with me today as we continue to shed a light on the topic of gun violence. No one in America should have to fear for their lives in our schools, our stores, our places of worship, our streets, or anywhere in our communities. Our communities need change, and we must enact meaningful gun safety reform and work to fix the root causes of gun violence. As a member of the House Gun Violence Prevention Task Force, I will never stop fighting for common sense gun violence prevention legislation that will keep our communities safe. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's State of the Union address.